What's up, guys? Quad4 here, bringing you guys episode number 8 of our Pokemon Phoenix Gym Quest. Cannot believe it's already episode number 8. We are one battle away from our Dragon Badge and getting eligibility to challenge the Elite Four. And so today we take on Jaimie, the Dragon Leader. As you can see, his in-game name is Hades. You can see who we all brought on our teams. So before I really get into everything, I want to take a second to thank everybody who has ever liked my videos, commented, shared them, viewed them. That all means the world to me, guys. Thank you so much for all of that. It makes me feel amazing when other people like, the content that I'm making, like content that I'm creating, something that I did. That means the world to me, and so thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. For those of you who followed this quest, I know it's the first of its kind, and so it's been rough trying to figure out how to it's been rough for me. This is my first series and videos on YouTube, so figuring out how to do the audio, the video, different programs, all that stuff. So thank you guys for being patient. I've talked to a lot of people offline about feedback on what to do, what not to do, trying different settings, all that good stuff. So thank you for everybody who's had a hand in this and everybody who's viewed and liked and all that good stuff. And so thank you. I cannot say it or stress it enough. But anyways, besides, after all that good stuff, as I smash my mic with my hand, we are taking on Jaimie, the Dragon-type Gym Leader today. Jaimie, the Dragon-type Gym Leader. Yeah. He is the 8th gym leader for us. There are 14 or 15 or 16 gym leaders, but I'm only going to get eight badges. Well, the goal, to begin everything, I want to be clear. I only wanted to have to face a gym one time and get my badge. I did not want to have to lose and then rematch and then get my badge. I wanted to do everything the first time through. And so I'm only counting badges that I've gotten on my first try. And so I've challenged, 3 other gyms, and I lost the first time. One of those gyms I didn't even rematch. I think I talked about this in my last video, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm trying to get 8 badges that I get on my first try, and then there's going to be a video of all my losses, and then explanations of where I went wrong, or crazy, crappy things that happened to me, whether missing moves or stuff like that. And so that video is coming after this one, and then after that video, there will be the Elite Four Team Builder, where I go through all the Pokemon that I'm taking or bringing, all their movesets, why I'm bringing them, the purpose for everybody. And so those videos will be coming after this one. Sorry for the mini update right in the middle of this video, but I felt like I needed to say all that. Kind of give you guys a direction of what's going to happen after this video. Getting ready for the Elite Four. I have talked to people about the Elite Four. It is a challenge. I hate losing, and so I'm going to do my best to win all 5 battles. Well, the Elite Four and then face the champion. Win all 5 battles in a row without having to start over. That is the goal. I'm definitely going to, let's say I do lose, I will definitely finish the Elite Four, and beat the champion. I do feel really, really good about it. I love a good challenge, and so that is the plan. Again, sorry for the mini update, but I wanted to give you guys some direction of what's going to happen. And so getting into Jaimie's rules here. I just had them up. Give me 1 second. Here we are. There he is. Awesome. So Jaimie's rules. That's a little close. Let me fix this a little bit. There we are. Sweet. So some of these rules have changed since the time that we battled, and so only 3 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them matter. These are the new rules. So if you're looking to challenge Jaimie here in the future, these are the rules that are, what they are now. And so, first one is Smogon rules OU below. Second one is only 2 super effective type of Pokemon. 3, double battles only. 4, 1 Uber or Legendary or Banned Pokemon can come. And then 5, Dex Clause and an Item Clause will be in effect. So the only rules that were in effect when I battled him were an OU battle. I can only bring 2 super effective Pokemon, and then the Dex Clause and Item Clause. Those were the rules that were in place at the time I battled him. And so all my Pokemon have to be different. All my Pokemon have to have different items. And I can only bring 2 Dragon, Fairy, and Ice Pokemon. So only 2 of them, or 2 of those. So I could bring, 2 Fairy, 2 Dragon, 2 Ice, or a Dragon and a Fairy, a Dragon and an Ice, or Ice and a Fairy. So a combination of 2, or just 2 of the same. But 2. So those are his rules, and then I don't know if you guys saw. Actually, the prize was not included on my screen, but it's basically a dragon of his choice that he wanted to give you as a prize. So getting into Showdown, I'll explain my team. Felt really, really good about this team this week. So we have Weezing, our defensive wall with the Black Sludge and Levitate ability with the Pain Split, Will-O-Wisp, Hidden Power Ice, and Toxic Spikes. We're going to lead off with this thing, get our Toxic Spikes up, and then have some shenanigans with the Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, and Power Ice. Love Weezing. Using Weezing more and more. It's a fun Pokemon to use. Definitely becoming a favorite of mine. So next we're going to our Mega Pokemon, which is Lopunny, with that scrappy ability with Fake Out, Last Resort, Jump Kick, and Ice Punch. This sucker is a fast, hard-hitting Pokemon, and I definitely wanted to have the priority Fake Out for any kind of sashes, the multi-scaled Dragonite that could have potentially came. So I love Pokemon. I love Lopunny. Very fun Pokemon to use. And so that's a physical attacker for our team. We have a special, or a defensive wall. And then Sylveon does make the cut, obviously. It is a fairy. And so we're definitely bringing Sylveon to this battle with the Leftovers Pixelate. You guys have seen this set multiple times through this quest. It does have the Wish, Protect, Hyper Voice, and Calm Mind. Definitely going to be a threat and hopefully put in a ton of work for us. Even though it is on the slower side, having the Calm Mind, just this entire set is basically built. You can build this entire set just for dragons. So Sylveon's definitely going to be a main attacker for us. Moving on to another defensive wall is our Citrus Berry holding, Marvel scaling Milotic with Ice Beam, Recover, Toxic, and Scald. It's basically a water version of Sylveon. If our Toxic Spikes don't get set up or they get removed, we do have Toxic on our Milotic. And so it's kind of there to absorb some hits, deal out some poison, some toxics, and then hopefully get some burns with the Scald. But more importantly, it's to Ice Beam everything. And then we have our Choice Scarf, Latios. I love Latios with Ice Beam, Psyshock, Draco Meteor, and an Energy Ball. This Energy Ball, I think, was something else, but I couldn't remember the fourth move. And so it's our fast special attacker, and then we have Gengar to round things up. Has the Life Orb with the Levitate ability, Dazzling Gleam, Sludge Bomb, Psychic, and Shadow Ball. And so a very, very powerful and bulky team. Feel very, very confident about taking on Jaimie's team. And so that's the team. Let's get right into the battle here. We change scenes. Oops. All right, cool. So we're going to lead off with Weezing, try to get some Toxic Spikes up, and then go into Sylveon and start setting up some Calm Minds, and then see what happens after that. So that is the plan for us against Jaimie. And so Hades is issuing a challenge. And so I'm going to start with Weezing, Shiny Weezing, and he's going to send out his Hydreigon. So like I said, we're going to go for Toxic Spikes. I don't know what he was thinking here of him going with the Earth Power. I don't know. Maybe I was going to switch out or something. I don't know. Or maybe a misclick. I don't know. But he goes for Dragon Pulse. it does a ton of damage to our Weezing. And so at this point, Weezing's pretty much death fodder. We are going to fire off a Hidden Power Ice, and it's going to be a crit, but it does almost 50%. And so I felt really, really good about what Weezing was able to do. It is a lead. We did get Toxic Spikes up. He didn't really have a Defogger on his team. So that's awesome. So we make the switch out into Sylveon. He is going to go for the Earth Power. And we're going to eat that up because Sylveon's just a monster. It is a Tang. And so we're going to go for Wish. Now, I was very, very patient with this match. My goal was to be as patient as possible, think things through. You know, it's our 8th badge that we need to get. You know, I wanted to make sure that we won this battle. So we go for Wish. He goes for a Dark Pulse, trying to figure out if he can get, you know, really touch the Sylveon, but he can't. And so we go for a Calm Mind. We already have the Wish that's going to happen right after this. And so having a +1 on special defense, +1 on special attack, and pretty much it is full HP. Sylveon is ready to wreak some havoc. So he does make the switch into Garchomp. Garchomp does get poisoned, and we're just going to fire off a a Hyper Voice, sorry. And so down goes the Garchomp, easily gone. No contest. So Garchomp, which is a huge threat on any team, is now gone. And so he's going to send in his Special Wall Goodra. And so at this point, I figured we'll see how much a Hyper Voice does and then go from there. He is packing the Sludge Wave. And at this point, I'm just trying not to get poisoned. I know I can take some Sludge Waves because we are at a +1. My big thing was I didn't want to get poisoned. We do about 65%. So this is definitely a 2-hit KO. And knowing that, and also he's poisoned, I'm just going to start protecting and wishing. And, you know, just staying as healthy as possible, being patient. I knew that he would die eventually from the poison damage. And so for me, I felt like, you know, just going for Wish, protect, Wish. I don't think I get another Calm Mind, but having the leftovers, the protect, the Wish. And he does get the poison the second time, which does suck. But being as healthy as possible, preparing for whatever Pokemon will be coming in next, and getting, you know, a good hit on it. So that was the plan here. I know it seems like I'm stalling, which I am. I'm just trying to be as healthy as possible for when this whatever next Pokemon comes in. That was the idea behind this. I knew the poison would take care of the Goodra eventually, so that's why I'm kind of stalling here. So with that being said, question of the day. I know I started this last video, but there's going to be a question of the episode, I guess is more where it is, where I'm trying to engage with you viewers. I'm wanting to, you know, talk with you guys, get your opinions, all that good stuff. And so the question of the day / episode today is, if you could be a gym leader, what type would you be and why? So that's the question of the day. I would probably would be, I love fighting Pokemon, and so I'd probably go with a fighting type gym. I love fighting Pokemon. I love the moves that they get. So he's gonna go into his Haxorus here. Like I said, the Goodra does go down to poison. So I go for Protect. If you guys have been watching the video, I did go for Wish the turn before this, so I went for Protect to kind of scout out what if he did have the Poison Jab or not, and he does. So I know we're going to get a hit off here. I was concerned whether or not Mold Breaker canceled out my Pixelate, and I didn't really want to take the time to look everything up, and so I just decided let's just fire off a Hyper Voice. We can take any hit from him. So he does have the Poison Jab. He does reveal that he's Life Orb, and I thought I was done for. Maybe he was banded, but he is Life Orb, and so we do get the Hyper Voice off. And for some reason, the Mold Breaker does not cancel out Pixelate. I still haven't looked up why that is, but it doesn't. So that's awesome. So Sylveon has done a ton of work. It's taken out 3 Pokemon for us, and at this point, I'm just gonna leave it in. I think is what I do for Death Fodder. Yeah, so here comes Salamence. Shiny Salamence. Do you guys like Shiny Salamence? I don't really care for it. But it does go for Earthquake. trying to scout out like what it could be. And so we just go down, let Sylveon go down, not a big deal. He does have Moxie, so that could be a problem. So I'm going to go into Lopunny and just go for a fake out, get some damage off. Love Mega Lopunny, it's so cool. So cool. So we are going to go for fake out. It does a lot of damage. Like it does like 30%, which is crazy. He flinches, and we go for Ice Punch. So he's not he might be Scarfed, but I'm pretty sure I'm faster, even if he is Scarfed. So he goes down one, like no question. The crit does not matter. And so down goes to Salamence. He does send out Dragonite. And so at this point, I'm like, let's just keep firing off Ice Punches. You know, doing well, feeling good. But I forgot about the multi-scale, and I forgot that he could be packing the Weakness Policy and Dragon Dance. And that's exactly what he has on this thing. And so I got scared here, thinking that he could outspeed me. He gets the boost because of the Weakness Policy. And so I'm kind of freaking out right now. So I go into, switch out into Weezing. You know, Death Fodder, kind of figure out what he's going to do. He goes for Earthquake. So I'm not affected. So now he's going to go for an Aqua Tail, and he's going to miss an Aqua Tail. I go for Hidden Power Ice, and that is going to knock out the Dragonite. So unfortunate for him. Who knows if he would outspeed Lopunny or not, but it didn't matter. He misses the Aqua Tail. Very unfortunate, like I said. So we're just going to let Weezing go down. The match is pretty much wrapped up. He just has the Hydreigon left, and Lopunny is definitely going to be able to take this thing out, no problem at all. So we have our 8th badge. I know it's still going, the battle, but we have our 8th badge. We can challenge the Elite Four. I have been working on a team for the Elite Four. Still working out some kinks. I've switched out some Pokemon. You know, trying to figure out like what is the best team, because I have to basically beat 4 people, right, that can have any Pokemon on their team, you know, that besides Ubers, and then the champion can have well, actually that's not the rules. They can have 2 Ubers or 1 legendary Uber on their team. So I have to face 4 people and then a 5th, you know, the champion, the 5th person. So I have to come up with a team that works together that can take out pretty much anything. So it's been a challenge for me, but, you know, consulting with other people, working on a team. So that's the battle, guys. We do have our 8th badge. That is coming on the screen right now, our prize. And so we have it. We are eligible for the Elite Four. I do have people messaging me, asking when I'm going to register and all that stuff. I'm going to register soon. I wanted to get all these videos up. I want to get the video of me losing 3 times and me explaining why I lost. I want to get that up. Then I'll get the team analysis up for my team against the Elite Four. And then I will register. And those battles are going to be live. It's not going to be like this where I'm doing post commentary. I'm not going to be streaming. But you know what I mean. As the battle's going on, I'll be recording. And so it's definitely going to be a lot longer than the 15, 16-minute videos these have been. It's actually going to be like the GBA where, you know, Shady Penguin or A-Drive actually goes through and, you know, they're thinking through plays, making switch, like all that's going to be the same here. Okay, so I want to make that clear, get you guys pumped for that. And so with that, all that being said, guys, thanks again for this, for the support that you guys give, all the likes, everything. So like this video if you liked it. Pokemon Phoenix, their link will be in the description below. I don't think I'm missing anything. And so until next time, guys, I will see you guys later.